So this is my new way that I do ft8. Since I don't have a signal link anymore, I just have one cable going right to the radio. It's called CQ. You see a whole whopping 5 watts, maybe a couple more. We got some reflected on here, but the radio is doing all the work itself. So it does show a little bit over 5 watts. I'm running on the battery right now, so I could turn it up to 10 watts if I wanted to, but I'm not going to, because the whole point is, why? So 20, it doesn't seem to work real good on my antenna. It's not real favorable. It seems like compared to like other bands, like 30 meters even, seems to be better. We were on earlier, so you can see 2 hours ago. These yellow ones right here are 0 minutes. Those are very recent. Those might actually be something else. I have to look in here and see, just to be sure. Okay, I'm on 20. So make sure that's what it's reading. Yeah, no, it's 20. I was on 20 earlier and it didn't show up on here. It must have been really, really bad. 2 hours ago. Yeah, so there's some in there. So 20 is getting as far as Mexico. Pretty far down there, actually. But yeah, no, it's not really all that great. So, let's get back in here and make sure, because every time I'm sitting here fiddling around, next thing you know, I have a call. I'll get on one of the other bands, and immediately I'll probably make a call and get a contact. And I don't know what it is, but 20 seems to be like bad for like replies. Hey, look, we have Haiti in here. And they're a -3. I don't believe I've ever worked any stations over there. Pretty unlikely I'll get that one, but at -3 I should be able to, technically, than what I've seen in the past. But what's probably going to happen is somebody else is going to call them, right? Yep, and it kicks me right out of there. So I have no chance to try and make a call to them. And that would probably happen over and over and over again. Whatever the Victor 31DL Dr. so-and-so, I can't remember. Anyway, we try the Madeira Islands. CTM 3D. I think I've pretty much worked them before too. We have New Caledonia. A lot of these stations I've made contacts with. A lot of these guys. So we have St. Vincent. Oh geez, I think I know who that one is too. But these contacts are really kind of hard to do with 5 watts. It's not usually easy. Especially when we look at the propagation pattern. We do have Haiti actually has received our signal. But when they reply is a whole nother thing. So, you can just click on the stuff and start transmitting, but like usually what happens is, see, here we go again. I clicked on them again. It's not allowing me to make a call to them because every time there's other people calling them. We get Spain calling Belize. And I have no idea where Bruni Salam is, but I never heard of that either. Pretty cool. Uruguay, France, Canary Islands. Indonesia. I have really no luck with Indonesia. I've gotten them on sideband quite a few times some years ago, but Negative 23, that's not going to happen. Let's see here. So I know the station in Haiti was picking up my signal based on what I saw on the maps. Now, you can sometimes do this. I've done this a couple of times with some success. I find a particular station or country that I want, and I see the signal, and I go look up their call sign, and I post it right into the thing here and just start calling them. Even if they're not on the band, they might actually be monitoring, and yeah, we can't make a call to them. Ridiculous. It's like stupid. Absolutely stupid trying to call them. It's weird. I don't know. Especially with all the stuff in the news. You think a lot of people would be like, I don't want to call these guys. Okay. So, we get trying to sneak in there, I guess. But it is the one good thing about ft8 is, you know, they can pick up 2 signals at once. So we shall see. Okay. So I'm already in the queue, so I called them as soon as they called the CQ, which is helpful. But I'm just not really confident that I've got enough power to carry out this queue, so we'll see what happens. And I'm not going to try too hard. So I can no longer call them because some G5 station started to call them. And as soon as somebody else calls them, you get kicked out even though you were calling them first. And it's something in the software in this thing. And it's ridiculous. So there are settings. One of the ones is to not TX when someone else is calling or the station calls somebody else. But it doesn't actually make any difference. Halt if operator I called answered to other operator. And so, well, we can put that on there, but it won't do any good. Not sure why that erased everything. Interesting. France, Australia. And we'll see if we can sneak in again one more time. The other station kicked me out of calling. We probably just don't have enough power. I mean, I've got a really good antenna, but these people might not. I don't know if I can get in here to my settings in time. Well, that didn't do nothing, did it? Stupid. Okay. Why does it do that? Okay, we can do 10 now. We were actually able this time to call them 2 times. And I am doing the full 10 watts. So it's actually a little bit more than 10. And the MFJ is definitely stingy. So somebody else started calling them. And they're obviously not hearing them as good as I am at negative 18. I'm still consistently hearing them at negative 4. And somehow they worked that other station. And I didn't catch any of it. That's really weird. So, like, I'm not picking up everything that's happening. Oh, I see where he sent them the 18. Okay, never mind. And I'm getting them even better at 1. Negative 0.1. It's kind of fun to try and make contacts with really little power. And sometimes the band's just one way, you know? It just, it doesn't seem to work. Let's go take a look at the map and see what we're doing. It doesn't look like it's updating for some reason. Let's see. Yeah, no. And we are getting over here, but he received me 10 minutes ago. So it was probably a no, no, and a no. Maybe got somebody else calling him now. It should kick me out, actually. I'm surprised it didn't kick me out. But anyway, we'll just go ahead and halt the TX and let this one go. This band is not good. It's never good on this antenna. I don't know. I just don't make that many contacts, even if I'm running power. So, hey, let's try Uruguay. Uruguay. CQDX, he says. And we have France coming in at negative 16 over here, which is not bad. So, I don't think I'm even anywhere near being able to get into Uruguay, because they are pretty far down here. Let's see. They are all the way down here, dude. Wow. Yep. Let's see here. We can see those ones there. Get Jamaica. Yeah. Oh, Lord. Is this thing still transmitting? Why is it transmitting? It's like, yeah. Alright, let's go to a different band. For 30 meters, 30 is good. You know why 30 is good? Because nobody else is on there. I tuned it. I don't know if I just want to call CQ. We got Guam. Yeah, I don't see Guam on here too often. Wow. Look at that. We get 2 people at once. So this is what I'm talking about. The other bands are just not, I don't know what the problem is. They're just not good. And we can click here to look up KC2NY, or KC2 New Jersey, basically. We'll go up here. I need to go into the deal here. Paste. Look them up. And that way I have it ready. Because what I like to do is if I get a whole bunch of contacts in a row, I like to keep it going. I don't want to have to mess around. And, okay. So now... make sure it's still transmitting. Alright. We'll get back in here. Oh, we can just go in here. I know I've worked this station before. Yeah, definitely. It'll show me as soon as I click on it. Quite a few times. Look at that. Yeah. Okay, so we are in 10136. Perfect. And I always click over here, go down here, request confirmation. It helps because, see, I don't know, that one's already confirmed, but let's see what we got here. We got that one too. Okay. Copy. Now, one thing this thing will do is it will, if you start making another call, it'll change whatever you've put on your clipboard. And then the call sign won't be the same one. It'll be the wrong one. Pretty sure I've also worked this station as well. Yep. 7 and 21. Cool. I enjoy coming out here sometimes and just making a ton of contacts. See, the other thing about 30 meters is almost everybody confirms right away. 30 meters is just a really good band for ft8. We get the Puerto Rico station. We got Argentina, Japan. I prefer to call CQ when I'm QRP because basically you're QRP, so you don't know if anybody's going to hear you. So, you know. But anyway, that's just a couple calls, you know. Most of these other ones probably not going to hear me. And that's just how it is. But it's easier on a band like 30 for sure. So, like, if you're having trouble making contacts on 20 and 40, go on 30. Assuming that your radio does 30. It's usually not 30 that's the problem. It's 60 meters that's the problem. And that's kind of a goofy band. And some radios are just not designed to work on that band. And what you can end up doing is you can end up burning up your radio by using it on 60 meters because the bandpass filters are not designed to let that frequency through. And it happens. The ICOM 756 and 746 series radios, I believe both of them, do not work properly on 60 meters. So it's best not to use them. Okay, I don't think I've ever worked this guy. Let's see if we have. Well, I guess we have in 2023. So, and a lot of the guys on 30 meters are going to be really diehard operators. Let's see, we'll make sure we got. Okay, let's click OK. It's good enough for me. You know, I don't always care if I get the 73 reply. It's nice to know, especially when you're QRP, but whatever. What happens is you just get your QSO rejected if you're wrong, usually. Click request, continue. 0 records, so he doesn't participate in QRZ, so we can't log that anyway. And you can see here he did give me the 73. Okay, so and then we got K4ZH calling, and I should probably be able to make that one too. So we'll just go in and look him up. And if this process was a little slower, you'd actually have enough time to kind of go browse somebody's page. He's a Parks on the Air guy. Probably New Ham too. And just getting started in amateur radio after multi-decade absence. Retired Chief of Police, Avon, Ohio PD, just shy of 26 years. Retired DHS Inspector, Surface Transport Security, Cleveland office 2 years, Cincinnati, North Kentucky office 9 years. Retired Department of Labor Pension Investigator. Now, this guy's all over the place. 706. Anyway, I like reading people's profiles while I'm making contacts, as you can see. And so there we got that one there. Click OK. I don't really need them to be logged, you know, but it helps. I used to go in and copy and paste my log later on. It's no fun to try and do that later on. Just do it as you're making your calls. Looks like 2024, the beginning of the year, we made contact on 18 megahertz, which is another good band, obviously. 17 meters is pretty cool because there's just, it's got good propagation, but there's just not a lot of people on there. So anyways, that is how I am doing my ft8, guys.